Today is Thursday, May 12th, day number 6. We are on a bike lane, riding out of Charlottesville on our way to Love, Virginia. Should be between 40 and 50 miles. And we have the big climb going up to the Blue Ridge Parkway today, right after Afton. So it should be a good day. We're riding right through the University of Virginia and going right by the football stadium, the Carl Smith Center. Here is a much better picture. We've been going up for a while. The clouds are starting to lift a little bit. Maybe we will get a good view from the Parkway. We'll see. We haven't started the most difficult climb yet from Afton up to the Blue Ridge Parkway, but it's coming up in just a couple miles. Car back. One minor malfunction. The triangle ring came loose on Mark's bike. Everybody waiting for me at the top of a steep climb. We haven't gotten to the worst yet, but it's all doable, but it's a beautiful view from here. I'll see if I can get it for you. First good view of the mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains. I think you should be able to see them right through there. So we're going to be going up there and over them today. Should be a beautiful view, can't wait. Michelle, this is for you. I guess you would call it Virginia horse country.
Is that a racetrack there?
With mountains in the background. And a racetrack around the outside.
Wow.
And all sorts of other horse stuff. Very beautiful. We're in horse country, and what do we see? These huge Texas Longhorn steers, or whatever they are. Hopefully you can see them. So you definitely have to see both sides of the picture here. We're going up at about I'm guessing a 4 or 5%, maybe 6 or 7% grade. It goes on and on and on. I'm going 3.7 miles an hour in my lowest gear, and I need 1 gear lower, which hopefully I'll have in a couple days. But I go until my heart rate hits 150, then I stop, take a break for a minute or two, get my heart rate back down, and then I start all over again pedaling up these hills. By the way, I forgot to mention today, it's all cloudy, it's 66 degrees outside, and there's almost no wind. I would say this is an absolutely perfect day for riding. We are literally blessed, considering the fact the first 2 days were absolutely nasty. This makes up for it. So I have to tell you, I have a brother-in-law named Larry. He's the best storyteller that I've ever run into. I am not a storyteller, but I figure on a Trans Am tour I should probably tell some stories. So today's story is from yesterday. I was sitting outside of CVS waiting for Kevin. He had to pick up a couple things inside. I sit down on a bench. Next to me is this African American guy. So we started talking, just, you know, how's the weather, all that kind of stuff. Then he says, what brings you to Charlottesville? I said, well, I'm riding my bike. He said, well, where are you coming from? I said, Yorktown. He said, you are nuts. with all the exclamation and body language that you can get. And so I said, yeah, we rode from Yorktown and we took a rest day here in Charlottesville. Tomorrow we're gonna head on to Love, and from there we're going to Astoria. That really blew him up. He said, you have got to be nuts. You are just absolutely nuts to be doing that. He went on for a good 2 or 3 minutes telling me how crazy he was. Then his people came out from the CVS, said, okay, well, I gotta go. Talk to you later. It was nice meeting you. Sure wish I could be doing that ride. And away he went. True story. Getting closer. It is absolutely picturesque out here. The wind is just starting to pick up a little bit. And it's about 9:45 in the morning. They're looking pretty. Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Life is older. Older than the trees. Younger than the mountains. Blowing like a breeze. Country roads. Take me home. Wyatt's store, our first break of the day. It's been here 130 years and it's famous on the Trans Am tour. Some more vineyards. Grace Estate Winery. They're just leafing out. One last down before we have to go up. There's the up. Check that baby out. Looks like the Smoky Mountains in Kentucky. First peach orchard we've seen. So we had our first flat of the trip. It's 12 noon on Thursday. There we got a flat coming down the last big hill. And Dave was back there with them, so Dave stopped. The two of them are gonna fix the flat and then catch up. Kevin and Mark are way ahead. I'm sort of in the middle. But I'll catch up to Kevin and Mark, and I'm sure Dave and Larry will catch up too. Some nice looking cows, beef cows or beef cattle at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The clouds are moving in. We're just about to Afton, which starts the big climb up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we've been doing some major climbing now. We're going to do a lot more major climbing in the next hour. We're sort of waiting here at a corner for Larry to get his flat fixed. So as we're waiting for Larry to get his tire fixed, I'm gonna go ahead and cover all the safety features that I have here on my bicycle today. So to start with, we have a little flashing light on the back of my helmet. And I normally have that going when I'm riding during the day, so people can see me. I also have this super bright one on the bottom of my fender, which flashes all day long too. I also have this one. This is a reflector and a light, but I only run that in emergencies. I also have a reflector, a triangle from Adventure Cycling Association, so that people can see me from behind. Both of my bags have reflectors on them, and then I have this big flag so that people can see me from a long ways away. So that takes care of my back. In front, I do have a flash headlight, which I use very infrequently. And then I also have a mirror. Then for good luck, Annie and Kurt gave me Kurt's motorcycle bell. It sits right here on the front of my handlebar bag, and it rattles ever so slightly when I'm riding, so it reminds me to be safe, and it's supposed to give me good luck and safety on the road. I also have Father Solanus. There we go. Father Solanus hopefully will be a saint one day, and he gives us health and safety when we're out here riding. And last but not least, I'll see if I can show you this. I have a necklace that I've been wearing since I was 20 years old, which I wear around my neck. It's right here. And this is a necklace of Jesus that I bought when I was in Florence, Italy with my wife-to-be Margie. And I have literally never taken it off since I bought it. And hopefully that gives me, of course, some safety and good luck too. So there you have it. Everything that keeps us safe on the road. One more picture of the valley that we have come from. You come over here, and there's a neat old little church halfway up this mountain. Gives me a good reason to stop and take a rest. Afton Mountain Road. That's an understatement. The Cookie Lady's house. Stopping for a visit. So I just left the Cookie Lady's house, and after the Cookie Lady's house, this hill is very steep. And for this old man, I'm walking it. But I'll ride it and walk, ride and walk. Right now I'm walking. No shame in walking. Still on our way up, but we're almost there. That's where we've come from, down in the valley. And that's the grade of the road. I'm holding the camera level. Cars have been very courteous. So we made it to the Blue Ridge Parkway. We are right there. We're going to stay on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Down to this exit. And get off by Buena Vista. Take that over to Lexington. Of course, we're not doing that all today. But that's our plan. Cruising on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Put my rain jacket on. It's spitting rain again. The nice thing about the Blue Ridge Parkway, speed limit is 35 miles an hour. No commercial traffic. Correction. Speed limit is 45, not 35. All right, it decided to start downpouring. Raining cats and dogs. It's nasty. So I'm sitting here in the pouring rain. Good thing I got my rain jacket on. Not quite what I had in mind. I've watched several of these journals, and it never rained like as much as it's rained on our trip. I guess we're the luck of the draw. So I'm gonna fight up the rest of this hill in the pouring rain and see what's at the top. Well, the rain has slowed to a drizzle, but it's gotten real foggy. I don't know if you can tell. And we're still climbing on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Get another 10 miles to love. A picture of Larry's second flat of the day, about a mile from our cabin. He decided to walk, so I walked with him the last mile.